are NBA Cup champions.
For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City.
Does winning the NBA Cup actually matter? This is how the NBA used to define success. 82 games, seeding, playoff positioning, and ultimately a championship. But now, right in the middle of the season, the league introduced something entirely new. A trophy, a banner, a cash prize, the NBA Cup. So the question is simple. Does winning the NBA Cup actually matter, or is it just a glorified regular season gimmick? To understand that, we need to look at why the NBA created it in the first place.
The game is over, and John Havlicek is running for his life.
Like any other championship. Yo!
For decades, the regular season had a problem. Too many games, not enough urgency, star players resting on national TV matchups. By the late 2010s, ratings were stagnant, and November basketball had become background noise.
Welcome to the NBA!
So the league looked overseas, specifically at European soccer. Those leagues had something the NBA didn't: meaningful mid-season competition. The NBA solution was the in-season tournament, later rebranded as the NBA Cup. It has group play, point differentials, knockout rounds, and a neutral site for the finals. On paper, it was supposed to fix everything. But did it? Statistically, the NBA Cup games do matter, just not in the way fans usually think. Every Cup game, except the final, count as a regular season game. Wins matter, losses matter, standings are affected, but the Cup itself doesn't give you a playoff berth, it doesn't give you a boost in your seeding, and it doesn't guarantee anything in April. So why do teams care at all? Because the incentives are individual, not structural. Each player on the winning team receives a massive cash bonus, which matters to role players, rookies, and players on minimum contracts. For stars, the money is irrelevant. For the back end of the roster, it's life-changing. And that's where the intensity comes from. By the way franchises treat the NBA Cup might be even more revealing than the games themselves. The Los Angeles Lakers, a historically winning franchise, 17 championships, a team that defines itself by banners and not experiments. And yet, when they won the first NBA Cup in 2023, they didn't downplay it, they didn't brush it off, they raised the banner. That matters. Because organizations like the Lakers don't celebrate things they don't respect. Then there's Milwaukee. In 2024, the Bucks also put up their NBA Cup banner. This is the same franchise whose identity is defined by Giannis Antetokounmpo, a player who carried them to the NBA championship in 2021. A player who knows exactly what real winning looks like. If a team that's already climbed the mountain still treats the NBA Cup as something worth displaying, that sends a message. But not everyone sees it that way. Recently, in 2025, the New York Knicks made it clear they would not hang the NBA Cup banner. Their reasoning is that they are focused on bigger goals, specifically winning the NBA championship. That sounds good, except there's one problem. The Knicks haven't won an NBA title since 1973. That's over 50 years.
Quarter. Clark. Bounce pass to Unseld.
When franchises that haven't tasted true success publicly dismiss the NBA Cup, it undercuts their entire concept. And that's the league's dilemma, because the NBA Cup only works if everyone treats it like it matters. If some teams celebrate it and other teams minimize it, fans don't know how to feel. Statistically, if you really watch the NBA Cup games, they are different. They have higher defensive intensity, shorter rotations, and star players playing instead of resting. Teams play harder, not because the Cup changes their season, but because players are in the moment. Which leads to the next question. Does winning the NBA Cup translate to winning later? So far, the answer is not really. Cup winners don't show a meaningful advantage in the playoff success compared to non-winners. Some Cup champions went on deep playoff runs and others fizzled out early. There's no consistent pattern. The NBA Cup doesn't address the primary factor that determines a championship. It's health, and it always will be. The teams that win titles are still teams with elite talent, playoff-ready rotations, and stars healthy in May and June. The Cup happens too early to change that, but that doesn't mean it's meaningless. Historically, the Cup has revealed something important. It shows which teams are serious, young teams use it as a proving ground, veteran teams use it as rehearsal, and disorganized teams get exposed. Teams that make deep Cup runs often see short-term momentum spikes, better net ratings, improved defensive efficiency, and more lineup stability in the following weeks. It doesn't guarantee greatness, but it reveals intent. Ratings for the Cup games outperform normal regular season games. Neutral fans tune in, casuals understand win or go home, and suddenly, November basketball has stakes. The NBA Cup exists in the awkward middle ground. It's not important enough to redefine legacies. No one is ranking all-time greats by Cup trophies, but it's also too competitive to ignore. And if the NBA truly wants fans to take the NBA Cup seriously, every franchise has to make it a big deal. You can't have some teams raising banners while others pretend it doesn't count, because fans follow the league's cues. If the NBA treats the Cup like it matters, and teams treat it like they care, eventually, fans will too. So does winning the NBA Cup matter? Individually? Yes. Financially? Absolutely. Competitively? In the moment? But historically? Not yet. That only changes if the league commits fully, and if every franchise follows suit. So here's the real question. Is the NBA Cup the future of the regular season, or just a temporary spark in the league still searching for meaning outside of the playoffs? What do you think?